Problem 20.
I like this one.
So we want to use the 5-step method, right?
Yes.
So first step is GCF. Alright?
Greatest common factor.
So I need to know what number goes into 7, 4, and 20.
Nothing.
1, so yeah, nothing. So there's no GCF. So we move on to step 2, which is parentheses star variable. Okay? So we look at this and we're like, okay, parentheses, and then the star is the 7 in. So we got 7 in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to tell ourselves that later on we got to take out a factor of 7. So that's our star cleanup. Okay? And so now we go to step 3, which is signs. So this sign comes up. So it's just plus right there. And then this sign tells me that these signs are the same or different, right? So this is a difference, so they are different. Pretty amazing, right? So different than plus would be minus. Right? Okay. And there's that. So now we've got step 4. And step 4 is product and sum. And the product is the first number times the last number. 7 times 20, which is 140.
140.
Good. And then the sum is the middle number, right? Which is 4. And this is what we're doing in the sum. We are minusing in the sum. We're subtracting because it's a difference problem. We're taking the difference in the sum. Okay? So two numbers that multiply to be 140, but they subtract to be 4. Right? So to do that, we kind of need to break it down. 140, 270, 235, 5, 7, and 7, 1. Okay? And so then we'll use a combination of these numbers. Okay? First combination I like to use is just these two with these two. I like to think, okay, that would be 4 and 12.
What's 535?
Huh?
What's 535? Is that 35?
Yeah, 5.
Okay.
5 goes into 35 7 times. And so, what is 4 and 35? Well, they're not 4 away, right? So I might want to rethink this and go, well, maybe I'll use the 10 and the 14, right? And is 10 and 14 4 away from each other?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I'm going to use 14 and 10. So 14 goes in first because it's big, and 10 goes in second because it's little. Right?
Yes.
Okay. And so then I'm going to go back to the star cleanup and go, oh, I need to clean up a 7. And what I have to remember is when I'm cleaning up this 7, I put a star there because I'm throwing away that 7. Okay? And then I'm going to take out a 1 and I'm going to throw away that 1. So those don't go in the problem. If there was a GCF earlier, I would keep it. Right? But this isn't a GCF. This is the cleanup. This is the extra glue. The stuff we use to make the math easy. Right? So what's left here is an n plus 2 and a 7n minus 10. So now I want to rewrite that. N plus 2 times 7n minus 10 all over n plus 2. Now, the bottom cannot be 0, right? Or it blows up. It doesn't work. So, what plus 2 is 0?
Negative 2.
Perfect. So n cannot be -2. And at this point in the game, we should be able to do this without having to do the, I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides, right? Because this is Algebra 2. We're about ready to go into either pre-cal or college, right? So we need to make sure we're able to do this in our heads. Does that make sense? So far? So good? Okay?
Sure.
So then, after we do that, then we want to cancel things out. So what's the same on the top and same on the bottom?
N.
No.
7.
N plus 2.
That's what I said.
No, you said N. And a lot of students, I know you're rolling your eyes, but a lot of students would cross out just the N's. And leave the 2's there. So we have to be careful with that. You have to do the whole thing.
Well, I
Okay.
figured you'd understand.
Okay. Kind of.
I think you better do it for YouTube.
Alright. Then I'm going to rewrite it. So I have 7n minus 10 over nothing, right? Whereas n cannot be -2. And this is our answer.
Wait, whereas looks like what?
It's
Whereas is a,
why would the line doesn't know?
it's like a U with a line through the middle.
Oh, I thought
It's a symbol.
I thought it was like the quadratic.
It's a 4. 3.
And speaking of quadratics, what is this? What would we call? Is this polynomial?
Yes.
Is this a polynomial?
No.
No. Is this?
Yes.
Yes. What kind of polynomial?
Wait, 7 there minus 10.
Linear
Oh,
binomial. There you go.
wait,
And
what?
It's a linear binomial.
Oh, I see it now.
Because
N
two
cannot
pieces.
be -2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whereas
N cannot be -2.
I need
Hey, I
to-
have something for you. Where
Cool.
are they?
I'm used to that. All right.
No, I made cookies last night, and I brought some pictures. No, you didn't. Yes, I
All right. So
did. I had that little-
this next one, we're going to do the same thing. GCF, right?
Yeah.
So GCF is what? What goes into 6 and 60?
10.
6.
Oh, 6.
Good.
6.
Wrong pin.
So
6. And what else? Goes into K squared and K.
1K.
K, 1K. So what I'm left with is K minus 10. Does that make sense? Okay? And so that's the top. The top is done right there.
done, son.
And so now what goes into 5, 60, and 100?
5.
5.
Are you sure?
How many times?
19.
K squared?
4.
12.
This thing's gonna fill it.
And what is it? 20?
19.
18. 21.
No, 20 minus 1.
And then we're going to break this down.
I hate this answer.
Okay. So we're going to break this down. K, K. And I'm going to show you an easy way to do it. K,
What'd you say?
He said K.
K.
K, K.
Okay.
And then I'm going to teach you how to do it. K. Okay. All right. So, what multiplies, right, to be 20, but adds to be 12?
5 and 4? Wait a minute.
So, not 5 and 4.
That's 9.
was going to say, good job. 5 and 4 multiplied to be 20. But what multiplies to 20 and adds to be 12?
10 times 2.
10 and 2.
Plus 12.
Okay? So 10 and 2. Right? And then what are my signs?
Are they subtraction?
And addition. So they're different.
So
Which
good.
one's subtraction?
This is minus, and this tells me that they are
Different.
The same.
summed is the same.
Oh, so
Right.
the one on the right determines what. So if it's a plus.
Then they're the same.
Plus your.
Oh, all right.
Good.
I
Light
feel like I
bulbs.
understood
We need
that
those.
one time and then I-
Okay, so then I have 6k times k minus 10 all over 5 times k minus 10 times k minus 2.
5? Is that what this is?
Now, the bottom still cannot be 0, right? Alright. But this is so easy. You should just be able to look at it and go, what can k not be?
Negative 10.
Not negative 10.
Positive 10.
10, right? Because 10 minus 10 is
0.
perfect. Okay, so it can't be 10.
It can be positive 2.
Perfect. That's easy, right? So 10 and 2 it can't be. K cannot be 10 and 2. Alright, so now we're going to write it. Except I need to get rid of some things. Can I cancel anything out?
K minus
10. K minus 10. Okay? Alright, so I'm left with 6k over 5 times k minus 2, whereas k does not equal 2 and 10.
Okay, is that our answer? Yeah.